With the new Donald Trump regime in full effect, the entire stock market has been completely exploded. By far the most insane price action I've ever seen. Against all odds though, I'm not gonna lie, I've been making a lot of money. So in this video today, I'm gonna be breaking down my entire approach and strategy going into the next couple of months, understanding that this volatility is extremely dangerous, but this is also an insane wealth creation opportunity for me and you. These are the 5 giveaway winners from the last video. And if you want to win a funded this video, all you gotta do is click that link below, fill out that little survey for me, and then comment funded in the comment section. Subscribe, and of course I'll pick a couple people and maybe you'll get a little funded from me. And I'm filming this right before Easter, so happy Easter. Make sure you spend some time with your family, get away from the market, please. Let's make some money. To go a little bit into the news, if you guys haven't seen, Donald Trump has been dropping these ginormous tariffs on every country basically outside of the US, meaning when he raises tariffs, they will raise prices, coming back to us, negatively affecting the economy. No, you don't have to be super knowledgeable with news, but in an area like this, when price action is solely depending on the outcome of this news, it's extremely important to just keep up to get a potential edge. The biggest takeaway I need you to have from this is that volatility equals opportunity. Because of all this tariff news, we're seeing a lot of interactions between buyers and sellers, meaning those 10, 20, 30 point moves that we had before are now being tripled in size. The good news is for traders that are smart and interactive and wear glasses and are super attractive and wear tank tops, since we have the ability to play both sides, unlike these people losing their retirements every single day, the opportunity in day trading really shows, because now we can make money when it goes down as well. But your strategy is not going to work right now, and I'm going to show you exactly the fix that you can do going forward to make some money in this super crazy cycle. Take some notes, lock in, and subscribe. The first thing I want you to do with this entire new current event, make sure that the belief in your strategy is at an all-time low. What I mean by this is your trades are not going to play out based off of your strategy. Right now, understand the reason why there's so much volume coming back into the market is because we're seeing people's retirements getting traded around. We're seeing huge influxes of market makers selling and buying depending on every single day's new news reaction. Your strategy is not going to be the reason why things play out, and the reason why is because normally on a day where there's nothing going on, market does rely on the chart. Everybody's looking at the chart to depict on what it's going to do going forward. On a day like this, not a single market maker gives a damn about the chart. Everybody's watching Fox News trying to find out what is happening, what Donald Trump is saying, to actually give some sort of insight. 2 months ago, the only prediction tool that everybody had was the chart. Now no one is relying on the chart anymore because everybody is just waiting on news reaction. So going into this, be confident and be conscious that this is some sort of gambling. Now when I say that, it does sound worse than it is. For me, it's okay though, as long as you go into this saying that this is pretty risky. I don't think that this is the best idea for a new trader to get into, and if you just got into trading and this is what you're expecting to see for a long time, please don't. This is literally once in a lifetime stuff right now. With that being said, of course, is where the opportunity really comes in. Right now, it's the closest to gambling you'll ever be with trading. For me, in my position with the drawdown that I have and the ability to trade off of just price action itself that I've kind of gained over the previous couple of years, I do realize that right now I'm trading at a disadvantage. So the best thing that you can do is set up, of course, loss limits on the day, go into it with really no expectations, watch the news, keep up with the current trends of the markets, and stay that way. Right now, the trend is king. If you can stick with the trends, it is going to help you out as much as it can. You will be able to catch these good, decent point moves because of the increased volume. And if you just play to the side that the market is currently moving, again, you usually don't have any influence over the market. You're more than likely to see some profits throughout some sort of time. So now that we're completely independent from our strategy, we put that to the side. Let's get into the best thing that I could tell you to do in this video. Start trading in the PM. This is something that has completely unlocked my game as of recent. I've been making so much money at night. This is why. Right now, market open, market hours are extremely volatile, a little too much in everybody's opinion. At night, of course, we're going to see a decreased amount of volume. It's around from 6 to 8:30 Eastern is probably the best time. If you look to trade between 6:30 to 9 Eastern, you're going to see really good price action, ironically, in very clear trend play as of recent. The approach that I've kind of had over the last couple of days when I do trade at night is I don't trade the last couple hours of New York session because I just usually get everything done in the morning. But what I'll do is I'll actually wait for market open again at 6 o'clock. I'll look back at the afternoon of New York and kind of see how price action was moving and expect either a continuation or a reversal based off of what I see. Then at that point, once market opens, I'll wait and see a quick reaction out of the news. And it's been really good because you can see these really nice clean continuations. Of course, it's a lot slower, so we're finally able to control some sort of outcome with our trades, unlike when it is in New York session is moving like crazy. This can give you some sort of hope. And what I mean by that is right now, a lot of people are very scared to trade. A lot of people are very uncomfortable with their current positions and losing a lot. And then, of course, when it goes great, it's the best thing ever. They're so happy they did this, but when they lose, it's all my fault, and then it sucks. You do not need to trade every single day. It is extremely risky. Again, I have a lot of money to lose, thankfully. That's the only reason why I'm so comfortable going into every single day and risking what I'm kind of willing to risk. If you're new to trading, trading. And even if you just don't have a lot of drawdowns set up right now, I would really recommend shifting your time traded around nighttime, just because you're still able to get these pretty decent moves that you're used to, but we're actually protecting our capital even more. And that's the number one thing I want you to take away from this. And it is the entire game of trading. It is protecting your money. That's the reason why I quit trading options and got fully into funded futures, was because I had to de-risk myself from the market. Instead of me risking $5,000-$10,000 a day of my real money, I could spend $100 and get $50,000 in trading capital and use that money to leverage in other places. I know a lot of you guys probably have model style setups. You know, you look for XYZ and see an outcome off of it. Right now, everything relies on price action. Reading price action is your ticket out of this. I know you guys hear me say this all the time, but something as simple as trading supply and demand on the higher time frames is always going to help you with this stuff. When we see this increased volume, we also see an increase in chop, and chop can get really hard to trade, especially as us day traders on the shorter time frames. And it's kind of got me a couple of days, I'm not gonna lie. And people ask me all the time, what is the ticket to beating choppy price action? It is always to just go on the higher time frame. Something as simple as seeing the market drop like this, finally make a bottom on the 4 hour, and then just zoning that out and watching price action just hold it. That is a great opportunity to play long. And as we see buys come and pick it up, jump in the trade, stop loss at the bottom of the zone. And you guys see, I mean, this is over multiple days, but you would have had a really nice move up off of it originally. Came back down to retest it again at another entry and another huge move up off of it. Simplicity is the key right now. Everything is going crazy. Everyone's freaking out. Just be simple. Keep it very, very vanilla, and it's going to help you out so much in the long run. Let's get into the true psychology and approach that you need to have to make sure you're capitalizing on this as much as you possibly can when it comes to dealing with news and current events when we're trading. And I'm just holding my camera because I forgot my tripod. If you've seen any of my videos or pretty much watched anybody, they will always tell you to kind of avoid trading news because it can be so volatile. But in a situation like this is all we can do to give us some sort of an edge. When we trade as traders with no advantage, we have to find some sort of an edge every day to give us some sort of opportunity. So instead of trying to stay with that and our disadvantage kind of being set, let's flip our advantage over to the news and find out the best way to actually trade through news. Now, most prop firms won't let you trade through news specifically, but we can wait and quickly react off of what the outcomes actually tend to be. First thing is easily just stay calm when the world isn't. Right now, you're probably trading on a funded and you have no money probably at risk in your 401k. You're in a great position, and of course, as day traders, we can play this to the downside. So if anything, this is a good thing for us. The number one thing I want you to do when you are looking at trading with all of this current crazy price action right now is letting your trades go. Now, of course, there needs to be some sort of extent in your own eyes where you can set up some sort of stop loss at break even, or of course exiting. But right now, with this increased volatility, we are seeing these ginormous moves, and when you can actually catch the right side of these, you are seeing thousands of points, bro. And it's insane. I've never seen price action move like this. And what I mean by that is we are just looking for expansionary moves. The money is within those ginormous moves, not trying to take 20 trades and catching 30 points every single time. We want to catch 1 or 2 trades and just let that thing go. Make sure you have a playbook set of all the news coming out that day and every single news resource and outlet set up so you can currently react to what everything is going on. Now, this is the trick, and it's so easy to actually do this. You don't need to actually like kind of dive and do research and find out what the news anchor said that could potentially shift the market. Just follow the trend. Of course, watch and keep up with everything so you understand why things are moving the way they are. But let's say some giant bearish news comes into play and the market tanks. At that point, you understand that it's been bearish, and at that point, you can just play with the trend. Understand that the big market makers are on your side and you just want to trail them. We're like little fish. We just want to follow the big ones so we don't get eaten. If I didn't have a Discord, if I didn't alert my trades, if nobody knew who I was, I would sit on my computer for an hour a day, take a trade, hopefully get up on the trade right now and let it go. Forget about it, move on, set my stop loss at break even, and try and catch these giant expansionary moves that we've been seeing. That could make me enough money for the entire week or month. I could step away and I can live my life. What we need to do as short-term day traders is make volatility our edge. If we limit the amount of risk that we put into this, of course, there's still opportunity to see these giant expansionary moves. And of course, what the question comes down to is how do we actually catch them? The whole preface of why you got into this and why you're chasing this is because you want to turn uncertainty into consistent income. Well, of course, if you want to get better at future trading itself and you want to make more money trading, I would say, of course, join the Discord, get in my community. Let me teach you my approach and my psychology because I explain things like nobody else. And I trade live in there every day. You can ask me any questions you would need. Check out the link below. Understand this is a golden time to master futures trading. With the increased volume and the crazy uncertainty in the market, right now it sounds crazy, but a lot of this revolves around relying on your consciousness. And that's extremely hard hard to do on a consistent basis as a new trader. But with the increase in volume and with the risk exposure that you're dealing with right now, when things get back to normal, everything should be so much easier for you to control. The best part about this job is not only do you get to make money, but you see progression every single day. The way that I've always traded is very fluid, so it hasn't affected me too much, but it just goes to show you, man, never be secure, never be complacent, never be comfortable, and adapt every time that you can, or else guess what? You're gonna get eaten. And I'm not getting eaten. I can't. I need to feed Bella. Love you guys. Please subscribe. Go get some money, man.